You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. No, you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find get what you need. Oh my God, I was amazing. The first time that I got in front of a crowd to play my guitar and sing, I was amazing. I mean, they were smiling, but maybe it was a nervous smile. You know, like, oh, God, you tried. But I'll tell you one thing, I was in the zone. I felt so good. It was very vulnerable. And it was pouring from my heart. And I just felt that passion, and in that moment, I didn't even know what was happening. My head was going a million miles a second. And it finished. And I thought, while I stood up there in this small little coffee shop on the river in Truckee, California, how can I capture this feeling? Like, I love it, and I always want that feeling. I always want to be in that moment, that zone. And I struggle because I compartmentalize that into just when I move forward and I continue to sing and I play music and I really enjoy it, but I kept it at that. In other parts of my life, like my business, family, I didn't always, still struggle with it, don't always remain in that zone, that passion, that fire that helps me operate at that level that I really want to be in. Move forward 7 years, still struggling, trying to find, I'm not going to hold the bull over your eyes, people. I still am a work in progress. 43 years old. But fast forward, I'm at this conference in San Diego trying to find myself still in this Nick Unsworth with Life on Fire. He was talking about getting in that state, that zone. And he talked about 3 things. He talked about writing it down, reliving it, and replicating it. Okay? So, we wrote stuff down. Times in our life where we're really on fire. It's called Life on Fire, so it's supposed to be on fire. When we were really on fire, and I wrote some things down, but I circled that time, that first time I got on stage. Relive it. So everybody close your eyes. Breathe in deeply. Relive that moment. Well, make sure, honey, make sure that you sing tonight. Get up there. Don't be scared. Okay, yeah, I will. I'm going to give it a shot. I promise you I'm going to give it a shot. Unless there's too many people on the list. See what I'm doing there? Just kind of talking myself down a little bit. Okay, so enjoy yourself. Let me know how it goes. Okay, honey. Close the door. I gotta come up with some excuse. Janet inside. My lovely wife. Yeah, Megan? Yeah, this is booking me? Okay, my husband's coming down with his guitar. Make sure he goes on. Needless to say, I went on. As soon as I got there, she was waiting for me. And I experienced it. And I felt it. Woo! That's how I always feel when I'm playing music. Feel on fire. I feel in the zone. The other part was the replicating. He said, now, when you take that feeling, you think about those times, those moments when you're on fire. Take those and replicate those in times when you're struggling, when you're just not feeling it, when you're not quite there. I mean, show of hands, who's not always on their A game? Who struggles sometimes? I mean, my kids can say something to me at home when we're having a disagreement and they can not floor me. And I just get so down. Or my wife will give me a little bit of constructive criticism. But then I get in these moments where I'm like, oh. So you have to try to grab those moments when you are on fire, remember those times, and use it to drive you, to give you that passion to be in that moment as much as possible. So fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, my one challenge for all of us, and myself, because I still struggle with it, is to try to take those times when you're not quite feeling it, you're not there, and you're not wonderful, you're not amazing. And remember those times when you were amazing. And use that to inject into the situation in the moment that you're in. Replicate it. If you want to sing along, this Rolling Stones song kind of fits. You can't always get what you want. Come on, everybody. You can't always get what you want. Yeah. One more time. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find get what you need.